Mine is recording. Is it recording over there?
Yeah, I already hit record.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm taking the small one from my back.
Try and put the mic a little closer to your mouth, Andy, so we can. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and deep throat it too.
That's spicy, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh. OnlyFans. Not sponsored.
What did you say?
Not sponsored.
Not yet.
But when you walked out of the bathroom, I was talking to he was talking about my YouTube channel and about what I edited on, and I've meant to ask you because I use the PicMonkey account to edit my thumbnails. Do you want to like go half and half on that, or do you want me to like get my own?
I was just thinking about that the other day, and the yearly because it's a yearly subscription, and I think I got it in February or March, and so that's coming up. So I mean, I already paid for it, so I'm thinking that.
How much was it?
I think it was like $100 for the year.
You want me to give you $50?
If I remember correctly.
I can give you $50.
Well, once it renews, not right now because it's fucked up.
Okay.
You know, but like I'm thinking once it renews, then because I'm using it, you're using it, and it's like at first I was gonna say no, but now you got your personal channel, so I'm like we can split it because I'd be using it for mine podcast and you'd be using it for yours and the podcast.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask because I mean I was kind of doing it under the table and
being a little shady about it.
I was feeling really bad. I'm like I'm using like he's paying for this and I'm just using it and then deleting it as soon as I'm done.
Yeah.
So I just
He's slick, dude.
He's taking wakes up in the middle of the night.
It's like Pablo's at work at
Bro,
this
that's
time.
so funny because I never noticed that he edited.
You see, he could have
You
kept
see what I'm
going.
saying? Yeah, dude. Until one day I would have been like, "What?"
Well, is there not a deal like on right now for like Cyber Money or?
I haven't looked, to be honest, man.
Would it be beneficial to just get a subscription right now if there's a deal?
But I already have the subscription.
That would you only
Like
give up like 2 weeks. I mean 2 months. January, February.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
What if it's like half off? That's a big
Yeah.
discount.
Yeah. that
like
is.
cancel his subscription and get it
Well,
whole
you-
again. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, either or.
But yeah,
I would have to look
yeah.
because
But
honestly I haven't looked.
yeah, I use DaVinci Resolve is what I downloaded because that's what Pablo used for his channel and the podcast. So I use that for the podcast and then my channel now.
Yeah. Well, DaVinci is really good.
Mm-hmm.
PicMonkey, it's all right. There's some things I don't like about it. If I'm being honest,
What don't you like about it?
I hate that whenever you like add photos or like make adjustments to stuff, and I don't know if the other ones are like this, but it doesn't save. Like it doesn't save the settings. Like you can't go back in to see the settings you put in. Like once you apply it, like that's the photo now. And when you go back into the same, like if you do like a shade outline or like an effect on it, and you fuck with the settings, and then you hit apply, and then you go back to the same one, it wants to reapply another one versus edit the one you already put on there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if all the other ones are like that or if it's just PicMonkey, but that's like one things that I don't like about it.
Is it not like layers or?
No, because it like you would edit the actual like photo, like if like let's say I put like a black and white on a picture of me, like I put that effect on it and I apply, but let's say I messed it to where it's like more black and less white or whatever, and then I go ahead and click on it again, then that edited photo on top of it gets another filter, black and white filter, versus just going back in to edit what I got. You see what I'm saying? I would have to delete the whole edit, and then reapply it instead of just like having a thing to say like edit the filter you put on there already and just readjust the numbers. But yeah,
I found it pretty easy to use. I've gotten, I think, my own little vibe of making thumbnails, and I like it. Yeah.
nice. Well, you have a nice big screen compared to me.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes I'm working on it and it feels a little cluttered in there.
Yeah.
The
'Cause
workspace.
I went from using this laptop to that one just to see if that one still worked. And dude, the screen was like half. I'm like,
Yeah, I can't do.
I'm
this.
like, how did I do this before? 'Cause before I thought that screen was big.
Yeah.
But once I got to, when I first got this one, I'm like, holy cow, this is a
Like a TV
A
you're looking
TV,
at.
yeah, flat screen TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as you guys can see, we've got Andy on for the 10th episode of the PG Talk.
Back again.
Back again.
Hey.
The first returning one.
Yeah.
Returning one.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So talking about Black Friday, do you guys pick up anything new?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Before-
don't know if I want to say though.
Before you get to that,
Yeah.
I don't think you want to say that because they're gifts, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, no.
Okay.
It's because I mean I'm recording a video for like my channel.
Okay, don't
Okay.
say it. then,
And
don't
on the
say it
video
then.
I put it on there, right? It's like one of the main things of it, but it's not out yet, and it's one of those things where I didn't really want to tell anybody until.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
For
Link in the
Pablo's
description.
video.
Yeah. It's not that big, but if you know me, it's like whoa.
Yeah, link in the description.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. But I've got something for you, Pablo. Happy
What is
birthday.
this? Ooh, it's time to turn up, bro.
Dang. Block the address, bro. They better come after you.
Was that? Oh yeah.
You forgot to censor
Well,
it.
it's his address, so.
I went back in and censored it.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, for real?
When I was showing the Alani News, Gabby's like, "You showed our address," and I'm like,
Oh, so we went back in and censored
Yeah.
it? Oh.
"I hope."
Yo.
It's a PO box opening up. Why you gotta start sending
Oh,
things?
dude.
Bro, fan mail.
There's this podcast that I watch called Taste Buds. Dude, and honestly, you might like it. You might like it because you're a big foodie guy.
Yeah.
And these guys get hella into their like arguments about it.
About food?
Yeah, like I'm watching one right now that's fried chicken versus ribs, and they're arguing which one's better, and they get in depth like into like the nitty gritty details. It's pretty good.
That's something I would do.
Hey,
Ooh, what's that?
CBD gummies. Yeah. You guys want to pop one?
I knew you were gonna ask. He's not joking either.
I mean, if you guys want one, I'll open it up right now. Stress to leave with a purpose. Hey, I got a 25% off discount here too.
She better order more.
That literally just got here today.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Good timing.
Dang, I should have brought mine.
You got some?
Thinking if it was a gift, I should have brought it on the podcast too.
Oh yeah. He gave me Magic Spoon,
What's that?
the cereal, protein cereal. You
never
never heard of it?
No.
For real?
It's a big sponsor from a lot of podcasts that I follow, and it's pretty good for like a protein healthy cereal kind of thing. 0 sugars, 13 grams of protein
A serving?
per serving, 13. And if you add like your milk and stuff, it's around 8 grams or so. Like depending on the milk you get, dude, that's like a scoop of protein right there.
Dang, where'd you get it at?
Oh, straight from the website. I don't think they sell it in store.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because it's a pretty pricey
Yeah,
box of
dude,
cereal.
low-key, yeah. And
I bet it was like
low-key,
probably $50, right?
It was literally around there.
for 4,
Yeah.
yeah,
4 boxes.
4 boxes around $50.
And that was on sale or on the deal.
I don't think there was any deals with
Okay.
that. I didn't even check.
I don't know how new of a company they are, to be honest.
They're pretty recent because I guess I'm pretty sure like 2 years at least, a year now.
Oh, yeah. So they're still kind of starting up, so to say.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think they're only gonna get better, bro. Because it's pretty good. Well, whenever you're over there next, I'll have to have you like try a scoop or something.
Bet.
Because it has like a protein aftertaste, but the first initial taste, dude, gold. If they can somehow try to figure out how to mask the protein aftertaste,
I don't think there's
With the
any way to
original?
do that. Like every
I
single
don't
protein
think so
thing,
either,
it's-
though.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. Protein powders have been around for so long. You would think somebody would figure it out by now. you know?
yeah.
So it must be really hard.
Yeah, but it like for other like things that have protein, like this is because you know how sometimes you eat like certain protein bars or like protein foods.
It's like really grainy.
Yeah, dude, and it just tastes nasty, and not with this. I'm telling you, it's so advanced. It's really good.
Pretty good.
Dang, I need to give it a try then.
Yeah, yeah, bro, you should.
So, guys, have ever heard of Anabars?
Annabelle?
Called what?
Anabars?
Anabars?
Yeah, they're they're very like a recent company, like a year old. I'm pretty sure.
It sounds kind of familiar.
It's like basically a protein bar.
Do they have a
that's
coin?
like- huh?
Sorry.
Boy.
Would you ask if they had a coin?
A coin.
Dumbass.
But it's like a very recent protein bar company, and it's supposedly one of the better ones.
Okay.
Like it doesn't have any of the protein.
Have you tried it?
No, I want to get it.
Do you know what kind of protein is made from?
No, I don't actually.
Dude, I'm down.
We should get some. We should probably.
I'm down too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
idea.
Ooh, a
Try
taste test?
Yeah.
That can
On
be
the
that
pod?
can be a podcast video. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
mukbang.
I was thinking, for one of our videos, us three could do like a crossbar challenge.
Crossbar challenge,
Yeah.
bro. I've been watching like the Sideman did a video with the manager for Arsenal.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and I watched it, and it got me hyped to play. And I have a soccer ball now. I got cleats.
Did you pump it up?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, and I bought a football también.
Oh,
And yeah, I bought a. Damn, should I say?
don't say it if it's on the video.
Well,
don't
it's
say it.
not a gift per se. It's more like a. It's for us, but it's also for like mom and dad, but not really for them. It's more for us.
So it's just for you guys.
So it's just for
Yeah, I'll say. So you know how in the backyard how there's that like the clothesline that mom puts to hang up clothes, and we always play badminton. I bought a volleyball net.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Because the common argument is when it hits that net or the cable is if it goes over or under.
because it hits it so fast that you can't tell if it went over or under.
Yeah, so if it goes over and like the other team doesn't like hit it back, then obviously that team gets the point. But if it went under, then that means the other team got the point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's always like an argument. So now I'm like, I saw it and I'm like, dude, I'm getting this. So I got the net.
Oh, dude, I'm
so that way it's like
excited now.
no doubt, you know?
I'm excited now.
Yeah. I hope it's the whole thing though. I don't know.
Wait, did you not check the description?
Dude, I got it at the sale at work.
Oh, okay.
And it was only 30 minutes with some items, and I got it, and I looked at it. I felt it to make sure it wasn't like too messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at it and said volleyball badminton net. And I kind of like looked, and there wasn't much to like the actual like thing I got it in.
Watch
So
it be
I
like
just
this
got it and I prayed for the best.
massive net.
You never know.
I
Because
hope so.
badminton nets, are, like all it takes is like 2 poles and then the whole net is in there.
Yeah, well, see, and it's not heavy, so I'm thinking it's just that. But I'm hoping that it's like stable enough. I don't see why not, right?
Probably way more stable than the clothing
Yeah,
line.
yeah. I'm like, we can like jerry rig something, you know, make it work. Yeah, but I was this close to getting a tennis net too.
Bro, what are you trying to? You're getting every sport now.
No, for tennis for tennis soccer. Or soccer
in the
tennis,
backyard.
because we play that all the time. Like where my parents live, there's a park over there, and Wedo and I would always play that at the tennis court. So I saw that, and I'm like, bro, that would be so fun.
Would that work on grass?
It would be a lot harder because of like the bounce.
Yeah,
from
and
the
like the
grass.
unevenness.
Yeah, it would just be a lot more running, but
That would be fun.
yeah. So I said to myself, because I think I go 2 more times. So if it's there next time, I'm scooping it
Hell
because
yeah.
there's really nothing else there. But no, I got TRX cables.
Oh, finally.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, yeah.
You were
yeah.
you were wanting to get those last year, right?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't at the sale last year, but last time they had the sale, I did. I got something else instead of. Oh, I got like the slides for the floor.
Do you know about the sale, or we talked about the sale on podcast?
No, but I don't know if I want to say where I work.
Yeah, I think if you give
Oh,
it
that's
out,
true.
it'll say
You know what I mean?
so-
I mean, I'm sure like I don't even know if they advertise it as a, like you really only know once you work.
He's an
there.
OnlyFans
You work
model.
there? All right, so
What's that?
I said he's an OnlyFans model.
he keeps the props every time.
Yeah. Stay tuned. That never mind. Never mind. I don't want to say anything too wild just yet. 'Cause this isn't a job yet. Oh, shit. But yeah.
How was your guys' Thanksgiving break? I know we're back on
Chill.
school. It's kind of different. Well, not different, but after Thanksgiving break, you kind of just like hit the ground running for school. And one thing
I feel that vibe coming up.
yeah, one thing I wanted to kind of talk about is like your guys' studying habits. I know Pablo, you haven't been in school that long, but like for Andy, like what do you usually do for like to studying for finals? Because right after Thanksgiving break, it's like 1 week of regular classes, and then I think study week, and then finals week.
Yeah.
What do you usually do for like finals? Like maybe some study tips for people who are going through the same thing.
I would say it depends on the class. To be honest, like I remember math, you just got to do problems.
Just
Like,
like
there's
yeah,
no way around
It's
it.
just repetition with that, right?
About repetition. Well, I feel like every class is just repetition.
Yeah.
But like math and like things you actually have to do, like work them out, it's better to go through examples and problems, you know? But it gets harder when you have to think about conceptual things. It's either you know it or you don't.
Or you don't. Yeah.
And this can be hard. And that's when you're
Yeah.
like,
so like for physio and stuff, what works best for you?
I would say reading the book definitely and taking notes. I don't know. Karen introduced me to like a program called Remnotes.
Remnote, yeah.
And I feel like that's pretty helpful because like as you're typing out your notes, you're making flashcards too, and you can practice them as you go. So
is it kind of similar to Quizlet?
Similar, I would say similar to that, but it's like it's a more organized format.
Yeah, so, I would say Remnote's like the advanced version of Quizlet. Because I use it too, and it's pretty nice. Because like he said, you can, as you're going, you can make flashcards. So you don't got to like type your notes or like write your notes and then make a flashcard later. You're doing it all at once.
And it's like the way you write the notes is also important. Like you can't write down like word for word what it says. You kind of have to word it and ask it as a question. So that way
you have to write the note down as a question so you can quiz yourself later on.
Exactly. Yeah. So that way that gets you thinking later on. And it's very helpful like during tests when you study for like exams. We're just able to pull up the whole like what's it called, like the flashcard bank. And we just go through it. And I feel like it's pretty nice because you quiz yourself and it gives you options like if it was easy, like you got it right away, or it took you time. And if it took you a while, it shows you to do more frequently than the questions you get right away.
Yeah, because I know for my first year of college, my first finals, honestly, they weren't that hard because they were all gen ed stuff. But like my first year of finals that I had an actual difficult class, I had no idea how to study because in high school, I would just show up and like maybe read the outline and then do the exam and then get an 80-90% on it. You didn't really need to study. But in like once I started college, I did that for my first semester of finals, and I'm like, okay, like I can't do that. So the next semester I found that the thing that works best for me is literally like repetition, because the way my mind works, like I look at something, I can forget about it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, low key same.
Like I need to, like for example, for anatomy, like just looking at the muscles, like I would use Quizlet, and I would my friend and I, or my friend would set up a Quizlet of like all the muscles, like just pictures of them, and you would have to write down what it was. And I would like just be typing through it. Like if I got it wrong, the Quizlet would set it later for me, to show it up later for me so I can try it again. And then it was just like a lot of repetition for me. And I found that worked best for me because once I got to the exam, like for example for the practical, once I got to that, I looked at the muscle. I'm like, oh, I know what that is, like right away, because I would do it like nonstop, like consecutively, like.
Right. So literally, you just like zoomed right through it.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like I have a really short attention span when it comes to anything like that. Because in class, I try to take notes and then hear the professor, but I would like look at the professor and kind of analyze what he's saying. And then my hands are just like on my laptop. I'm like, oh wait, like I need to write this down. And I completely miss what the professor said. I look at the professor, so I'm just like, what I usually do is try to take notes while he's talking, but more listen to him. And then once this is regarding the class I'm taking now.
Yeah.
Try to take notes while I'm listening to him, and then once I get home, look at those notes and retake them on my like handwritten. Because that also helps me writing them by myself instead of typing them out.
Right.
Like writing the actual words helps me best.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe that is a study tip that will help you, because I know. In a similar way.
Yeah. For most of my exams, I've been doing pretty well, except for like my first set of exams. I did well except for like one of them I got like a C or something. But for what I do is I like to read all the material on my own, maybe like take some notes or whatever, and if there's like some pre-reading assigned or like pre-quiz or homework, I'll do all that before class. So then once I get to class, I already kind of know the material. Like I have like, she's not hitting me with everything new, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So then while I'm in class, I just open up my notebook and as she's talking, if she says new stuff or says it in a different way, I'll write it down. Or if I wrote down the question in my notes that she answers in class, or I'll ask it in class, then I'll write it down. And then I just go back over my notes later. But I don't use flashcards.
I tried using flashcards, but that didn't work for me. which doesn't make sense because in Quizlet it was kind of like flashcards.
Yeah, well, isn't that the whole point of Quizlet? Is just flashcards?
Basically.
Yeah.
But like physical flashcards, like I don't know, it didn't work for me because I had them in my hand and I could easily just like move it to the side and be like, oh, like this is the next one. Whereas on the computer, it doesn't let me move on until I answer the question.
Yeah, but I'm also not taking like any healthcare classes or any like anatomy or stuff related to that. You know, I'm more like I'm business classes, so I'm not saying like I know everything, but a lot of it is more common sense than not.
Yeah,
you know,
I feel like the only reason you would use flashcards is for word terminology.
Yeah, and for accounting, it's literally all terminology.
Yeah.
Like,
have you tried using flashcards for that class?
No, well, that class is actually done. I already took my final.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, which low key, I'm a little upset. Not gonna lie,
Why?
I'm a little upset because the class is only at 350 points, so already very little to begin with. And my first 3 quizzes in class, I got a 6 out of 10 on them, and then after that, I got 8 out of 10s, and 1 8 out of 10, and then everything else is 10 out of 10. And then I missed 2 quiz reflections, which is she just asks you like 3 or 4 questions about how you think the quiz went, and it's like it's all gimme points, but it's only two points per quiz, so I missed out with 4 points that could have added to my thing, you know. And it's just because after the quiz, like you're supposed to go do it right away, but after the quiz, I just shut my laptop the last couple days. So I hated myself for that, and then I before I took my final, I was sitting at like an 88%. And I'm like, bet, dude, with this final, it'll bump me up to an A. So then I took the final, and then it graded the multiple choice, and they had like a whole bunch of open-ended where the teacher would have to go in. And after the open-ended, or after the graded multiple choice, I had like an 89. So I was like, dude, there's no way I'm not gonna get an A. And then she graded, I think, half of the other open-ended, and I had a 90%, almost 91. And I was like, dude, with the other half, it'll shoot me to like a 92, 93. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna end this semester with all A's. And she graded it, and then I'm at an 86. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. What if you...
Did you just get a bunch wrong on the open?
I know there was some that I just didn't do. Because I ran out of time. I just straight up ran out of time. It wasn't hard, it was just the time crunch part of it. Like I literally took every last second to do the fucking exam.
So you got an 86%
in the class.
Does your professor bump your grade up?
No, it's very strict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
I hate so,
that sucks because
we didn't have any extra credit, no nothing. It was just what you get, what you get.
Yeah, that kind of stuff sucks because on your transcript, that 86% just shows as a B, so it's the same as like an 82%.
Yeah. Which I mean, it is what it is now. You know, it's not like I can go like. Well, and I went to all these mentoring sessions, and I was the only one in my class that would ever go. The only one.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Keep it up though.
Yeah, but I was like, dude. I mean, she never said that it would be worth extra credit, but I was like hoping that I'm like, dude, I'm the only one in the class that goes to these things. Like, can I get something?
You show her your logins of
every single day.
Well, after the first exam, I made sure, because she said we did like an exam reflection, and she asked what you think was a good like reason why you got the grade you did, right? And I got an A in my first exam. And in the thing, I said the name of the tutor, and I said, oh, like she's been helping me out, like because of her, like I understand what's going on. So I made sure to tell her that I attend these things.
What is she reading? That's the question.
I think
she did it. She's like, alright, cool.
Oh, yeah.
You never know.
But yeah, so yeah. Now,
depends on, like you were saying how flashcards work for you, but it might not work for you. It's just it depends on what you're studying. Like anatomy and physio are completely different things.
Yeah, I feel like if I was in those classes, I'd be busting those flashcards out left and right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what Gabby would use all the time too. She was really good about physical flashcards and like writing everything down on the whiteboard that we had. She was really good about that. Like just writing it down, asking me to quiz her on stuff. Which I need to do better about asking her to quiz me on stuff, because like you don't or her teaching me things, because you know the content of the class when you can teach it to somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. I would say definitely get a study group. I feel like I can test myself if I'm able to teach it. If I'm able to teach it, I'm good on the topics. Like as a group, we have a group that we study together, and then if one of us doesn't understand, we try to teach it to each other, and that's always helpful too.
Yeah, that's smart.
And that's nice that you have a study group like that, because when I first started, I was in this study group where if somebody like didn't know something, they were just like, "Oh, like, you'll figure it out later." Like they wouldn't. Yes.
It wasn't fun to study.
I met up with them twice.
You know, I tried to set up a study group, like in the first 3 weeks of class of the semester, and I hit up this guy that was in my business administration class, and it's a Zoom class, so I sent him a Canvas message, because that's the only way I could contact him. And I was like, hey dude, I see that you're very involved in class. I'm like, so am I. I'm like, if you're looking for a study partner, like let me know. Bro, no response back.
Dang.
The whole semester, no response back. So I'm like, huh?
Well, sometimes like you were saying, like you didn't have a good experience. It's hard finding a good group of people to study with.
Yeah.
Like sometimes there are people that don't do anything at all in the group. And that's kind of.
Oh, but you know what? I feel like I'm in a unicorn group right now. In that same class, we have a partner, like a team project, and there's 7 people in the group, including me, right? So they assigned me a team lead. So I do all the team lead stuff, and then the way we set it up is we have 2 researchers, 2 writers, and 2 editors, right? And then I'm the team lead, and I did the extra credit assignment that came along with it. Okay, so we turned in that assignment today. It's due next Monday.
Nice.
So everyone literally, and we didn't meet Thanksgiving because that was when we were supposed to meet. We didn't meet during break at all. We're supposed to have our last meeting this Thursday, but the assignment's turned in. I don't know if we're gonna have another meeting. What's the point? Yeah, dude. Nice. No problem. Literally, nothing. I shared all the Word documents and stuff, and I would put the questions on it that we had to answer to write our thing about. And then if anybody had questions, I'd let them know what's up. I was pretty much the bookkeeper, so to say, and just make sure everyone knew what was going on. And dude, I'm telling you, within a day, the day after the meeting, after we talked about what we're gonna research and stuff, there was already writing on there. They already started. And then a week later, it was edited, pretty much the final draft. So it was pretty nice, dude.
I bet. Sometimes it's hard to find with group projects. It's hard.
Yeah, and everyone in that group was saying, and there's a couple people in there that's their last semester, and they're like, dude, this is the best group I've ever been a part of. And I'm like, it's my first group.
The only group that I'll be
like, leave me, guys. Come back. But damn.
So what other finals do you have? How many classes?
4 more.
4 more.
Yeah.
You ready for them?
Yeah. I feel pretty good about them, especially that this week's the last week of learning, then a review, and then final. So in 2 weeks, I feel like I'll be alright.
Yeah. What about you, Andy?
I am bugging.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work, a lot of material.
Yeah. Fuck whatever you guys are doing. No.
It's a lot. It really is.
I tell Karen all the time, because she complains about how much the work she sees me put in versus the work she puts in. And I'm like, dude, listen.
It's different work.
It's different. I'm like, the stuff you're doing, I'm like, if I was in your shoes, I'd be failing left and right. I'm like, that's not how my brain is wired. I tried to wire it like that in high school and stuff, but it just doesn't click, or it's just not interesting enough for me.
Yeah, I would say it has to be interesting enough for you to try.
Yeah.
I feel like at one point in every career, whatever you're doing, it's gonna get hard.
Yeah, so if you're willing to push that past that part, you know.
Exactly.
But fuck. Yeah. So during break, after Christmas, during our Christmas break, Karen and I are gonna start watching all the Marvel movies.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Marvel marathon, bro.
What's your favorite superhero, Marvel?
Dude. Okay, it's between 2. Low key.
I bet I can guess.
Okay, guess.
So,
no, go
I'm
ahead.
thinking Iron Man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna change it. Captain America and Spider-Man.
I think
No.
it's Thor.
Okay, and who else? You get 2. You
Thor.
said Eggman?
Ant-Man.
Oh, I thought you bring out Dr. Eggman from Sonic. I'm like, what?
It's either Thor or Spider-Man.
Okay, so Thor is one,
Okay.
and the other one's the Hulk. I was gonna say so my favorite movie, Thor Ragnarok.
That's a really good.
Yeah,
movie.
because
Those are your favorite.
yes, dude. Yeah, and then the role that they play in that movie with like Hulk and he's on the planet and stuff.
Like Hulk
Dude,
actually having a personality.
yeah, I love it, bro. It's my favorite movie.
It was definitely.
It's so good.
So are you gonna watch Guardians of the Galaxy with the one with Thor? Or I think the next movie is Thor: Love and Thunder or something like that.
No, I don't know.
The next Guardians of the Galaxy movie is gonna have Thor in it because after Endgame, Thor left with them. So
Oh yes, he did.
So Thor is
Yeah.
technically part of Guardians of the Galaxy now.
Yeah. Well,
There's no more Asgard, and the Asgard that is there, he gave it to Valkyrie. Or Valkyrie's like lead.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, so
Yeah, it's true.
as far as like how much details I know about the Marvel Universe, it's really not that much. But I looked up like a chart on the order of the Marvel movies to watch, so it can make sense, or like just like in like chronological order. So hopefully we can get it done over fall break or winter break.
Well, you guys, either when you get a TV or if you already have a TV, you can watch it on there. I can give you my Disney Plus login account and everything. And on Disney Plus, it shows chronological order of how you should watch
So
it.
you can just hit play and just start going.
They're all on there.
Bet.
Or if you guys like, we could all have a movie night here.
Dude, I would be so down for that.
Dude,
But I would, low-key, the only ones I'm like excited to watch are the Hawk ones.
Which
The
one's-
Hawk?
Yeah.
I've never seen those.
For real?
Honestly, because for the same reason, because I feel like they're a little boring.
Yeah, I feel like the Hawk ones. I remember watching them as a
You
kid.
said Hawk or Hulk?
Hulk.
Oh, what?
I was like, say
You trying to
But those, I don't think those movies are on Disney Plus because the original Hulk movie is with a different actor.
Yes.
But that Mark Ruffalo is that Hulk.
He hasn't
Yes.
had his own movie yet.
He technically doesn't, but his backstory is with that other Hulk that was made. Does that make sense? So the other Hulk actor with the Hulk movie, that's Mark Ruffalo's backstory. Just not Mark Ruffalo.
Right, so they're just like, why are we going to make another movie with the same backstory?
I think so.
So then what's up with Spider-Man?
I don't know.
They just.
Bro, multiverse. But if you notice, Iron Man 1 and 2, his like not his sidekick, but the machine,
War Machine.
War Machine, it's a different guy from the first movie to the second movie.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what happened with Hulk.
Okay.
Actors just switched.
But it's like, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but those movies aren't on Disney Plus, I think. So it starts off with Captain America, and then it literally just like has a chronological order of how you should watch it.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't even think Karen's going to get through all of them.
I don't think so.
How many
It's
hours
like-
of TV?
I think it's a couple days. Yeah,
Screen
of
time.
just screen time. Gabby and I have done it.
Yeah.
We did it in a week.
Oh,
And we have
yeah.
most of them on CD too.
Oh, that's something I hear 5 days in a row.
Just
to watch all this.
I go home from work, Andy's still here.
Yeah, and this thing pulls out too, so get hella comfy.
Dang.
Yeah, we should have a movie night.
Oh, yeah, it's my first time seeing the new couch.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's like- it's nice. I like it.
Yeah, I would say my favorite Marvel characters. Well, first of all, Marvel is probably my favorite. Not series, but like type of action movie.
Yeah, like your favorite like movie series.
Yeah, that's my favorite Marvel. But I would say my favorite.
Okay, hold on. I want to guess too. Okay, for sure Spider-Man. Ain't no doubt Spider-Man. And then I don't know if you're a big Iron Man kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Andy, what do you say?
I can see Thor.
Yeah,
Or
like-
Spider-Man.
I'm gonna go Spider-Man and Captain America.
Ooh, okay, so 100% Spider-Man.
Yeah, let's see.
And I'm stuck between Captain America and Iron Man. Yeah, I don't know. I would say more Iron Man. Captain America is Gabby's favorite. But I don't know. I like Iron Man going, not necessarily at the beginning, but I like This kind of sounds douchey, but I like how
His personality.
Yeah. He's really cocky. I just think it was like funny because in one of the movies he like gave out his address and he legit got blown up.
Yeah. That's what you get, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really fun to watch, but Spider-Man always in my heart. I'm showing up to Spider-Man No Way Home in a Spider-Man suit.
No balls.
I'll probably wear a Spider-Man shirt though.
No, you gotta have the suit.
Yeah.
This gotta be the original suit with when Tobey Maguire was in the wrestling ring.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
It's funny because
Yeah, dude, it was a while ago. You were like 5.
it's funny because his original name for himself was the Human Spider.
Yeah.
And then they introduced him as Spider-Man.
As Spider-Man. I like it when the other wrestler goes, "You ain't going nowhere."
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite lines. What about you? What are your 2 heroes?
Let me guess. Well, you go first.
Well, I'm gonna say the Hulk because you low-key kind of look like the Hulk.
That was not wrong.
And then I don't know, Black Widow. That's a different piece. I guess.
See you guys.
How are you?
Um,
Kind of do look like the Hulk.
Bro, you were thinking about that for a minute. You know, like 5 minutes ago.
That's kind of Hulk.
Okay, I'll go with the Hulk. And damn, I'm having I don't know. I can't think of any other
one
one.
of your favorite, the most recent character that just popped up, or like one of the oldies?
What do you mean?
Like,
Hulk in
like
general.
WandaVision is like pretty recent. Or sorry, Wanda and Vision. WandaVision's a show. That's why I said that. Okay, so I'm gonna guess Spider-Man and Hawkeye.
That's
Bro, his precision is nuts.
Bro, but like low key, Hawkeye, unless he's it.
What do you mean?
Bro, come on.
Bro, it's a regular guy with an arrow, and he's an Avenger.
Exactly, a regular guy.
Wouldn't that make him like better because he's a regular guy?
Well, no, because if you take away the bow,
what is he? What's like something Iron Man?
well, yeah, but
What is he without the suit?
he's a fucking super genius.
He's
True.
Specifically, he said Playboy. Rap God. Specifically, like in the movie when I think Captain America was like, "What are you without that suit?" He's like Playboy, something.
Yeah. He's like,
Playboy
I'm gonna start that whole way through. Alright, what were you saying?
There's definitely Iron Man for sure. First one.
Okay.
I just like how it.
You're
Cutting that part out. Let's do it.
We're gonna come right here.
You gotta go double kill.
But for sure, Iron Man. Ever since the first movie came out, I was just like Iron Man. It was one of the hardest characters.
Yeah, low key, yeah. Ever since the first movie, all his movies are bangers.
Yeah. But I don't know who went second. I feel like I would say Spider-Man, but I feel like that's because everybody likes Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that though.
There's nothing wrong
If
with
you like him, you like him.
Yeah. I would say it's between Spider-Man and Thor
For your second?
for my second.
Yeah.
Those two.
Yeah. I think it was a solid. Spider-Man, isn't he like the original one? Like the one that started the Marvel Universe?
So I think he's the one Stan Lee like
Yeah.
made originally.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But like the start of the Marvel Universe is technically Captain America. But Stan Lee I think he made Spider-Man first before he thought of anything else.
Yeah, I think that was his like original hero he had in mind.
Yeah.
Dang, that's cool. But yeah,
I cannot wait for that movie. We got the tickets, the IMAX tickets.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, dude.
I'm excited for that.
You're sitting.
I'm the only one I'm going.
Dang.
Because I'm working.
When you plan on going?
Yeah.
You gotta go like that Sunday or something because you're gonna see
All the spoilers. Yeah, I know. Especially because of all the hype coming into the movie, everyone's gonna be they're all gonna want to be the first one to be like, oh, it's actually did 3 or no, it's just Tom Holland.
And you know for a fact that's gonna be the only thing as spoilers. Just
Yeah.
You can't be on social media until.
Yeah. Oh, low-key, did you guys see the one that Tom Holland almost goofed?
Well, there's a whole bunch she almost goes.
Yeah, but like on this one, like on the trailer, he was like going, and then he's like, hey, where's the? Oh, yeah. And then he was like,
Yeah, quite.
And then he's like,
yeah. But then Zendaya and the other guy, I don't know the dude's name, but they were quick to recover almost instantly. You know, they started their own thing and they went off on a tangent. But
That's why he doesn't do interviews alone. Because
I heard that.
he's like,
I think he spoiled Endgame. He's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, everybody dies.
Oh man.
and then that's fucked up. And don't they get fined? Or
I don't know, man.
They have to because they signed the NDA, right?
NBA? Is it?
NDA, non-disclosure agreement.
I think he also spoiled like the title of his second movie for Spider-Man. I think he went live on Instagram and then he had a folder from Marvel and then he opened it. It might have been like
A plan,
but like he opened it and it was the wrong way and it had the title of the Spider-Man and he's like, oh crap, and then he ended it.
Well, because see, maybe at first it did start with him like fucking shit up, and then maybe he just did it so much that now they're playing into it.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Smart about
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say maybe Marvel's playing into it now. He's like, it's depending on he's not gonna learn.
I feel like that's what they did to him though. They gave him like fake scripts and they film things.
Yeah,
so they don't know
because-
which one's the final cut. You know?
Because in Endgame, I think in one of the interviews he said that the funeral with Tony, he was told that it was a wedding. So like in Endgame, they're filming the funeral. Tom Holland was told that they were filming a wedding. So because when they pan to all the characters, they're just standing like that. Like in their eyes, somebody's getting married.
Also, they're just saying that like respectfully.
Yeah. Now it's not the funeral. It's not the funeral. Like literally, I think they had some people go up there and get married or something.
Oh, that's smart. That's so smart. Because that's really valuable information that even they didn't trust the actors to hold.
That might be right. Don't quote me, but that's what I heard.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
Yeah.
Well, they do that on purpose. They like the actors like different scripts, tell them to read it, and then once it comes to shooting day, it's a whole different thing.
It's crazy how they do that though, with like the actors' expressions and everything. It's spot on what they want.
Bro, imagine all the hours of editing that goes into that. All the planning, all the angles on the camera. Dude, that's a whole... I mean, obviously it's multi-million-dollar
Yeah, it's worth it. They get
productions.
a bunch.
Are you good? That rain's getting to you, bro.
Bro, it's like 5 o'clock. I drinking an energy drink.
Hey man, it's still early.
Still gonna sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
You gym today, or?
No, I worked at 5:30, and then right after work, I came here home, and then we're doing the podcast, and then after, I don't go to the gym. I went yesterday though. Mondays are my rest days.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Nice. I didn't go today either.
No.
I worked overtime, got home, did a bunch of homework, showered on here.
Oh, you work today?
Yeah, it's really busy at work, like hella busy. So I'm surprised because the past 2 weeks they've been making us do 10 hours of overtime mandatory, but this week it was only 5. So I just did 6 to 11 this morning and called it good.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's just today.
Yeah, just today and I'm off for the next couple of days. But I can't wait for break though.
Winter break, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Sorry to bring it up again, but
Like, this year we're ready. We're ready to end the semester.
yeah.
Which is awesome because I think that weekend we're gonna go watch Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Right before or like as it ends.
Right after finals week, that weekend we're watching Spider-Man. That's when it comes out.
Friday's the last day of finals.
That's right, but I don't have class Fridays.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and then are we still doing the get together that Saturday?
Yeah,
about your work.
I found out, but not directly from HR because we didn't go to work on Friday, and we only have HR on Friday on the weekend.
Okay.
So I have to wait because I found it's like I asked around, but everyone kind of gave me the same general information, but I don't want to hear it from them. I kind of want to hear it from HR.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, once you find out, let us know because that would probably be the best day that works for all of us. But Gabby and I were at Target the other day, and we were looking at all the Christmas stuff, and dude, there's like so much fun games there. that I just want to get like a bunch of like games.
Like board games?
Well, not necessarily board games. There was this one where I don't want to give it away. It's whatever. You know how the Sidemen had like the punch, or it's a box and it has like 9. It's numbered 1. I think it's numbered 1 through 12 for the 12 days of Christmas, and then behind that number you like punch through it and there's like something. So like we could play a game to where like one of them's a punishment, one of them's the prize. Like there's like maybe a shot behind one of them. So you gotta take a shot. I don't know, some games like that. And then Gabby and I were thinking about having a gingerbread house competition.
Yeah, Karen and I were thinking the same thing.
Yeah, like boys versus girls or like couples against couples.
Yeah. I'd be down to do a boys versus girls thing. I feel like that'd be so fun.
Yeah, Gabby's like, girls obviously. And they're like, I don't know.
Debatable, bro.
I'm like, Andy's good at everything. I don't know.
Dude, dude.
Yeah, just let us know so we can, I don't know, bring a bunch of games to play because I'm trying to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'd be cool to be there like most of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like for that, it's like a most of the day and like get all the games out, so to say, and then like kind of transition throughout the night into like different stuff.
Yeah.
You guys have any like Christmas traditions?
I would say our only tradition is staying up till midnight on the 24th.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I don't think so.
I don't think we have anything that we do every year besides show up at mom and dad's the 25th in the morning.
Yeah. Well, because like the 25th, the 24th, we go to my suegro's house. And then the 25th in the morning, just because as kids, we would always open up. There was a certain year where I think Wedo and I, maybe like all the siblings, we were literally like, yo, fuck this staying up until midnight and opening the gifts tired as fuck.
Well, we still stayed up till midnight, but we didn't open the gifts till the next morning.
Yeah.
Because we'd open the gifts and then we'd be like super excited for the gifts, or it'd be the opposite, we'd be too tired to be excited for it.
Yeah. I just feel like I was excited, but I couldn't get all my emotion out. Because I was like, dude, I want to play. Because it was like, we always get some kind of video game or something.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to play, but it was night and I had to go to sleep. Or like we got toys I wanted to play with or just whatever, you know. And I'm like, I think we convinced my parents to, hey, let's just go to bed. In the morning, we'll do all the Christmas opening, we'll clean up. And then we got the whole day to play and like fully enjoy what we got.
We like have breakfast afterwards. It works a lot better than how we did it before.
Yeah.
So how we did it before, we'd literally stay up till like maybe 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, dude.
I remember.
And then the next day, you wake up and you're tired, you're all groggy.
But you still had to get up early because you had to go to a different family member's house.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember doing that growing up. You was always like stay up like 12, past 12. Once I got 12, you open your gifts, and the party still kept going. You know, the party ends whenever.
Yeah, literally whenever. Like the sun could be coming up and you're still going.
Exactly, and then the next morning you had to get back up again.
Yeah.
And you had to go somewhere else to visit other family members.
Yeah.
Do you have any Christmas traditions that you do?
I don't say anymore. We're older now. We don't, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think now's the time to start our own traditions.
That's true.
It's kind of how me, because I live with somebody who's kind of a Grinch.
You and I might have to turn her.
Bro, the Christmas tree's up already, which means it's starting.
She's doing it herself now.
Yeah, slowly. It'll take her some time, because she didn't have the best experiences with holidays growing up. So she's kind of like, why?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to instill, like, hey, like, this is fun, you know, it's supposed to be a time where you, like, have a lot more fun than normal kind of thing.
Yeah, Christmas is the favorite. December, like, through Christmas is my favorite time of the year.
It's like fall. Fall in general.
Yeah.
Fall to winter. Those are the best.
Yeah. I don't know, recently I've been really liking spring. Spring into summer.
Oh, dude, I don't hate spring, but, like, I hate the mugginess.
Yeah.
Like, really.
Yeah,
you walk outside and it's, like, sticky.
But even then, it's not that bad. Because it wasn't like that when we were growing up because mom and dad didn't have the AC on.
I guess that's right.
That's the only reason it was like that. Because outside, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And I like it because it's like, all like everything's growing back, it's starting to get more green again. You know, and you're looking forward to all the summer plans, like I don't know, going out, playing some stuff, you know.
Looking forward to get married.
Yeah, for you.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I don't know. Spring is definitely my favorite time.
I'll say fall. I just like the temperature, the weather.
I like fall because it looks so good with like the leaves falling down or like yellow leaves, and you're driving down a driveway. There's trees, just trees and leaves falling down. It just looks so good.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tight because before it was definitely fall, and I'm like slowly transitioning to being a spring kind of guy.
And he turns 25 and changes.
I know, man.
You a different man. I was saying, I do feel a little different too. Not gonna lie. I woke up, I'm like, whoa. Yeah, dude. Like I'm a quarter way through life or more.
I only like winter because of Christmas. Like seeing snow just reminds me of Christmas.
But okay, so then after Christmas, how do you feel about winter? You're like, dude, I'm ready for spring and summer.
I'm like, get the snow out of my face.
Yeah. Oh, we should go sledding.
I was gonna say sledding. I
Yeah.
definitely want to go snowboarding at that place. There's that place. It's like an hour and a half from here.
They rent a snowboard from there?
Yeah. Well, I think you can take your snowboard if you want.
Oh.
But it's like a whole hill where there's like snow and you can go skiing or snowboarding down the hill.
I'll be down.
That'd be so much fun. That'd be like a weekend trip or something.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to go skydiving.
Oh shit.
That'd be fun,
Let's jump for
but
that.
I would be down. But the risk of dying is never zero.
Yeah. Before we go, I gotta go to confessions. I
gotta prepare.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to jump off a plane. Or bungee jumping. That'd be fun too.
I've been out for bungee jumping. You ever been to Indiana Beach?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's like common, but they have this ride. It wasn't even a ride. Like they strap you up to a harness, and it's like either you and another person, or you and two other people, and they crank you up, and like you literally like are like floating in the air with like a huge wire attached to you, and they crank you up all the way like this over the lake that's there, and let you go and you just swing back and forth. I did that. Were you on it?
Yeah.
It was me.
You and Emma.
No, it was Maria.
Oh yeah, it was Maria.
Yeah, it was me, him, and our older cousin. When we were a little younger, and we went. Dude, that was so much fun.
I heard that.
It's fun because as soon as you get up, like they don't release it. You have to pull it to go.
Yeah, dude. Who pulled it? Do you remember?
I think she did.
Yeah. Dude, I'll be down.
Bro, I feel like those are always so much fun. Like those type of rides where you're like dropping, or it's like, or when you go, you know those towers that go all the way up and they just shoot out.
Yeah, just drop out. Yeah.
It's like there's one. I don't know if you guys went to Kings Island, but there's a big tower that you go all the way up.
Yeah.
Every time, like halfway up, I'm like, why did I get on this ride? And I'm like,
Especially when you're at the top, and you're like, and you're suspended. You're like,
and the moment you relax, they go boom. I'm like, and that's why I did I think they called it Superman over there.
like the one that goes like this.
Yeah, it goes
Yeah.
super high. Like you're saying, you have to release it yourself. And I love those.
Dude, I never had so much fun on a roller coaster when we went to Kings Island over the summer. There's this one called the Orion. I think it's the fastest one there, fastest and smoothest. Dude, I think it was one of the last ones we went on. But I was so comfortable with the roller coaster that I was that guy with my hands up. Like legit, I was at one point I was like floating.
Is that a new ride?
I'm not sure, but it's called the Orion. It's like it's a blue ride. Yeah.
I think it might be new because they closed a one down, and that might be the one you put in.
Okay, but dude, yeah, the thrill of just not holding on. At one point, like when it goes up and you have your hands up, you literally feel like you're about to fly up.
Nah, dude, I'm holding down. Yeah, because you still feel that on the inside, you know. But I'm holding down.
What's funny is on one of the rides, it was me and Gabby and then two of my coworkers in front of us, and you know how like after the ride you go and like see pictures of yourselves.
Yeah.
The two coworkers in front of me, one of them was holding the other guy's like grabbing his arm, like screaming like that. I know who you are if you're watching this. But and then you see Gabby in the back like screaming, and then you just see me going like smiling.
Speaking of like the pictures, we went to one in I don't remember really what it's called, but it was in I think it was in Virginia, and it was when Karen and I lived in North Carolina. We went. It was me, Karen, my buddy, and his wife, and there was, and she's barely on any rides because she doesn't really like rides like that unless they're on the floor. And she went and scouted the park for like a ride or two, and she came back to us and she's like, "Hey, I found this ride that looks like a kid ride, and like it looks a little intense and it barely goes off the floor." And we're like, "All right, bet, let's go." and the line was hella long. We were like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get on the ride. So we get on, and it's like, you know, it's not that bad. And like we strap up and we start going, and like one of the first things you do is like, I think it's like a loop, or like you do a corkscrew, like almost right out of the bat.
Okay.
You know, you go, you take a turn, and then you literally go into like full mode crazy, and then you go into this cave, and it's pitch black. And you don't even know if you're like upside down or not. You're just kind of like, oh, yeah. And then there's like lights and stuff that start coming up, and then it goes up like this, and then you just stop. And then you think that you're at the top of a loop, and you're about to start going like this, bro. That shit goes like this. Yeah, you're there, and all of a sudden it just drops, and you should see. I swear, if Karen like low key threw it away, I'd be pissed, because they take a picture of you, and Karen was like. Dude, and it was her ride that she chose, and like, dude, yeah, and it was so funny because like my buddy, he was in the back just cracking up like the whole ride, because as soon as we started going, like, and we started doing like all the craziness, Karen started yelling, "Get me off! Get me off!" Yeah, dude, it was so funny, and I bought that picture. It was like $20 or something. So I'm like, this is a time in life where I need this picture. You know what I mean? So I bought it.
I love roller coasters. I feel like everybody's screaming, but I'm just laughing. I laugh during those situations.
Yeah.
I just enjoy it so much. Dude. It's been a while since I've gone.
Dude, I would be down to go on a trip.
Instead of screaming, I feel like I'm always cussing. I'm like, oh shit.
I go back and forth from being terrified, like, for my life, to just laughing my ass off. It's constant back and forth.
I think it's King Island open
Right now?
I think it is open for like, I know they do like seasonal things. I know Halloween they do like decorated.
For real?
Yeah, I don't know about winter or like Christmas. I think they might have a winter theme.
Is it hazard to ride roller coasters in the cold? Is that a thing?
Well, maybe like because of like it being wet and snow and stuff. But as far as temperature wise, I don't think so. If anything, it just sucks getting hit with cold wind the whole time.
Yeah, like,
you know,
it feels like just thorns on your face.
Yeah,
That
true.
suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go on a trip together.
That'd be fun.
Dude, I've never been anywhere besides. Oh, I heard Hershey is good. Hershey Park in Pennsylvania.
You need to go to Kings Island or Six Flags. That'd be fun.
I want to go to Six Flags.
Bro,
I've only been to Kings Island so I've been to Indiana Beach and Kings Island.
Indian Beach is alright.
I think they renewed it or renovated it. Renewed it.
They just renewed their lease.
Yeah.
Imagine they advertise that. We do.
We got our lease. Yeah, but I think they renovated it. Apparently it's better, but I don't think I'm gonna go.
I don't know. They have this ride there that's all wood, and it's the most like bumpy ride you'll ever get on. Like,
It's fast.
yeah, it's fast, but afterwards you're like, while you're on, you're like, dude, my head's about to snap off.
It is.
I've also been to Disneyland. I forgot about that. When we went to California, or I don't. You weren't there.
No, I was.
We went to California. We went to Disneyland. The lines were super long, but there's this ride called, I think it's called the Avalanche. It's like the ride you were talking about where it goes pitch dark, but you're going up a mountain. Not necessarily a mountain, but like the park's mountain. It's made up, and as you go through the mountain, there's like not snow golems, but like the big
Abominable Snowman.
Yeah, there's those like jumping at you while you're going up, and then you drop down. It's really fun.
Yeah. Isn't Harry Potter World over there?
Is it? I know there's two.
Isn't that a
one in
new
Florida
thing?
and California.
So Disneyland is California. Disney World is Florida. Disney World obviously is bigger because world.
I've been to Disneyland.
Did you like it?
I thought it was pretty fun, but it was like a while ago. So
Yeah, dude. And amusement parks is so expensive too.
Yeah. I had a coworker that went to Florida Disney World. Yeah, and he said he spent like $300 in like, well, okay, he said $300 in 3 days, which I was like, that's not bad.
Yeah,
for a place like that. I'm like, most people spend 300, 400 in one day,
exactly.
Yeah.
you know. But he said he went out and it was like a diner cafe place. It was him, his wife, and his kid. That's his whole family, right? and he said that in that sitting they spent like $120 just on 3.
What they order?
Dude, I mean, one pizza is like $20.
Yeah, and he said he
It's
got
like
3 beers, and I'm like, that's where you went wrong,
Dude,
bro.
that beer was
Probably
probably
where-
like $15.
Yes, probably, dude. I'm like, why? Like, why is it legal to do that?
I know.
But you always have to get elephant ears. They're so good.
Yeah,
I remember,
Or not
like,
elephant ears.
funnel cakes.
Yeah, funnel cakes.
Yeah.
Those are good.
I remember as a music bar, we would go to a music park at Kings Island. We wouldn't eat over there. We would leave the park and eat or whatever.
Yeah.
Like my mom would make tortas or sandwiches.
Yeah, and you take them in the cooler.
Yeah, and then you just go outside, sit in the car, and just eat them. Go back
in the park.
Yeah.
Yes,
you find a
dude.
patch of grass to sit on.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that.
Yo, those meals slap though.
Remember like a sandwich with chips in it? Have you ever had that?
Yes.
I don't know
Right
why.
into the pool.
Yeah, after the pool, I don't know why the sandwiches smack. They hit different. They just hit the spot.
Yes, dude. With like a nice like soda. No, okay, I'll let you
Nah,
guys.
Take some water.
Capri Sun.
Ooh,
Sun.
a Sunny D.
Sunny D? I like Sunny D's better, to be honest.
To be honest.
Tribbiani.
Tribbiani.
Joey Tribbiani.
What is rubbing off on you?
Did you ever drink Juicy Juice? You don't juice?
I don't remember that. Did I ever have one?
Bro, yeah.
Is it like a Capri Sun?
No, it's just like a juice.
Pull the picture. Can you pull the picture?
Juicy Juice.
I've never even heard of that.
But honestly, a Capri Sun after the pool with that does slap though. But I remember mainly having like Coca-Colas. Yeah, especially if you go to like an amusement park or something, it's kind of what's there. Did you know that Mexicans and like Mexico in general consumes the most Coca-Cola in the world?
I believe it.
I can believe that too.
Yeah.
Literally, when I went to Mexico, literally they would have Coke for breakfast, lunch, dinner,
As
and
a
they would
snack.
be weird. They would tell me, "Why are you drinking water?" I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's normal for us. We drink water with every meal. And then they're like, soda for breakfast, soda for
They
lunch,
put it in
soda
their
for this."
cereal.
And I'm like, bro, like, that was so interesting to see that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think about, huh? How like
Yeah.
Coca-Cola just took Mexico by a storm, and that's like the number one drink over there. Like easily, like Coca-Cola, by hands down, most sales ever is in Mexico.
That's probably why half our family has diabetes.
I mean, dude, dude, it's all like sugar and like think about all like cooking with lard and like bunch of carbs and stuff, and just down it with some.
Don't get me
sugary
wrong,
drink.
it tastes
Sugar.
bomb.
It tastes
But-
good.
The after shits, dude.
For you. Bro, 20 minutes after a meal, he's in there.
I'm in there sweating,
Blowing
taking
it
all my
up.
clothes off.
Putting in work.
Yeah. He goes back out, he's like, I'm hungry again.
Honestly, it's nice though. And then another 20 minutes in the bathroom.
Yeah, no.
I'm interested now to see how Mexico's diabetes rate compared to other countries.
It's probably, I think it's got to be up there.
I think USA might have the highest one. I don't know.
I think it might compete.
Diabetes or obesity?
You said diabetes,
I
right?
said diabetes.
Oh,
I think diabetes might compete.
Yeah.
Mexico might be the number one. Well, shit, look it up. Okay, first juicy
What's the
juice.
juice? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So this is a juicy juice. I honestly don't remember drinking it.
Okay, they changed their logo because that's not how it looked like before.
Oh, was it this one?
Yeah,
I've never tried.
What?
Basically,
Yeah.
it's a box of juice, apple juice. It's got like a blue carton. I'll probably pull it up so you guys can see it, but
Here.
I got you on the sound effect, bro.
I'm gonna use that from now on for anything.
Okay.
What was the other thing?
What were we talking about?
Countries. Search
Oh,
up
yeah, but-
countries with diabetes.
Yeah, like most countries with diabetes, or most
Country. What are you
yeah.
saying?
country with highest rate of diabetes.
Yeah, there you go.
Something like that. Man, it's different when you're trying to think of something on air. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I'm typing with my one hand.
Dang,
Highest. I don't even know how to spell with.
Diabetes.
With diabetes. Country with.
Okay, I say it's gonna be Mexico.
Right.
What are you guessing?
Diabetes.
I'm gonna say U.S.
U.S.
Because because the U.S. is dominated by fast food. Mexico
Yeah.
is like there's street food everywhere.
China.
China.
Well, if you think about it, China's population is.
I guess that kind of makes sense, but that almost doesn't count just because of the sheer amount of people they have.
Yeah, it
Okay,
says
what's
China.
What is it, rate or per?
Well, it says
like,
number of people with diabetes by country 2019. China is the country with the highest number of diabetes worldwide, with around 116 million people suffering from the disease. By the year 2045, it's predicted that India will have around 134 million people with diabetes.
But that's because they have big population.
Yeah, India's like the second most populated.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's
Percent.
Okay, so who comes up first, Mexico or U.S.?
Okay, I'm gonna need to look at a picture. Let's look at this one. So this chart actually shows countries with highest number of children aged 0 to 14 with type 1 diabetes 2019. And this is in thousands. So the first one, they have India, it's 95.6. And under that is United States with 94.2. Then it does a big jump to Brazil with 51.5. And Mexico isn't even on here.
That's unexpected, to be honest.
I would
job,
have thought
Mexico.
so, just because of the consumption of Coca-Cola and just sweets and just like food in general.
Or Mexicans just don't report that they have diabetes.
Yeah, I mean it is run by the mafia or like the cartel down there. I don't know why I said mafia. Bunch of old school gangsters with Tommy guns running around.
Some GTA shit right there.
Yeah. GTA is about to be the metaverse.
GTA is the metaverse. GTA 6 in the metaverse. It's
That's what
coming.
they're waiting for.
Oh,
Yeah.
what if they've been working on this whole time?
Imagine, they would be ahead.
Yeah.
Because they would think about how many years they have to be ahead in front of everybody.
Years, dude. Like decades.
That'd be interesting.
Would you go in and do your own life in the metaverse?
I don't know. I feel like you don't know until you're put in the spot, you know?
Yeah. I think answering now, I think I would wait. I feel like I would, but I'd be a late adopter. I would wait to see the reactions and kind of what happens to people. You know?
On Metaverse, you can buy land now. Like,
Oh, for real?
yeah, like people, like companies are buying virtual land,
What the fuck?
and it's worth like millions of dollars. So imagine later on, like right now, the prices of land, like regular physical
Yeah.
land, is expensive.
Yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen with virtual? Because it also has to be limited, so it's gonna keep
Right,
going
because
up
if
and
not,
up.
then it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
What if just one guy in his computer somewhere, he's got a whole like set up like really smart computers, he's just scamming everybody?
Probably.
Because I mean, I'm sure like think about like the stuff in the past that people didn't know that are common knowledge today. So what now that we don't know is gonna be common knowledge in the future. Like NFTs. What if everyone just knows NFTs, buying digital land, crypto, all this that now is in the infancy stages still, especially NFTs. Let's say 100, 200 years on the future, just something that's day-to-day life in NFT.
Like kids get that as presents now.
Yeah, bro.
Like let me give you an NFT.
Yeah, Christmas present. Here's his NFT.
Apparently, Marvel and Sony came together to give free Spider-Man NFTs for the new movie.
Are you gonna get them?
I don't know, man. If it's free, it's not gonna be worth anything.
Well, you can have a collectible.
I guess that's true.
I mean, if it's free, like, what are you gonna lose? Nothing.
Exactly.
Besides having a collectible.
But I don't know how to get one. But I was just mentioning because you guys started talking about NFTs.
Yeah. Dang.
What if that's when flying cars become possible? Like not actually physically building them, but immersing yourself in the virtual world.
I personally don't
Oh.
think flying cars will be a thing in IRL world because there's no way to traffic that many cars in the air.
That's what we said about talking on FaceTime across around the world or flying.
Yeah, a Bluetooth signal that goes to space and back in like a millisecond.
We said that was impossible before.
I mean, I
You
guess
never
yeah.
know.
You never
Yeah.
know. You can never say never.
Yeah, but then that means everybody would have to become a pilot.
Yeah, like would everybody have to get their pilot license?
Yeah, because I mean you're flying, so you dead ass have to become a pilot.
Everybody would have to have like a radio.
Yeah, and it would be an air traffic controller letting you know what's going on.
Maybe the same thing as cars. They had to get a driver's license at one point.
Yeah, everyone just a genius and starts getting
Yeah, so
pilot license left and right.
I wonder how easier it'd be to die. Be like,
Okay,
oh shit, I forgot to put gas.
do you think the technology for flying cars is out, but the airline companies are suppressing it because if everyone can just fly, what's the point of the airline companies?
I feel like that's a situation with a bunch of things. We don't know a lot of things.
the more you know, the more you eat them.
Damn, it's time to hit these
Yeah,
CBD.
that's-
This is bad. Does it have THC?
Just kick in the gear. Fuck it up.
All right, and now we're into the second episode.
Episode 2. Stay
We're all
tuned.
high, just talking about conspiracy theories.
We're all just like-
It took us so long to hit this. This is the juicy
Oh,
part.
that's
Yeah. See, and this is why I want to do like pre-recordings.
Yeah, because you're in the flowing, and then now you're like,
Yeah.
now you're really hitting the deep stuff.
Yeah, where you're already. I mean, like I'm not saying like what we talked about wasn't bad already. I mean, like isn't good, you know? Because I mean, I thought it was pretty like more laid back compared to when you were on the first time,
Yeah.
you know. And I honestly think it's the vibe of the couch too.
yeah.
That we're on the couch versus sitting at the table.
It is.
You know what I mean?
More like I'm laid back right now. Like
Yeah.
really like
Yeah,
chilling.
yeah. So I think over the break, we're gonna pre-record some stuff. What would be nice?
Just
And
because
start.
for this first semester, Pablo and I didn't start the podcast until a couple of weeks in to go with our workload of school and then like our work schedule. So once the semester is over, obviously we have winter break and then the spring semester starts. We want to pre-record just so we can stay consistent about uploading every week and then also get used to our school load with workload and then figure out a day we can meet, because right now we're meeting every Monday at like 5-ish. And then next semester, we're trying to figure out a day we can meet that works best for both of us. So that's why we're trying to pre-record stuff.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's really just to be more consistent, put out videos more consistently for the guys, people watching.
So regardless, you're going to get a video on Sunday, 1 p.m.
For now, and if we upload at different schedules, depending on when's best. But for now, Sunday 1 p.m. seems to be working. So, yeah. Any closing words?
Do you have anything specific you wanted to talk about before we end off?
Save it for next time.
Bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part 3.
Part 3. Yeah, well, on that note, we're an hour and 20 minutes in, kind of. Hour 15 minutes. Yeah, 10th episode. Dang.
Yeah.
Welcome, Andy. 10th episode.
It's almost over. Welcome. Welcome.
By the way, this is Andy.
All right. Well,
But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you guys want us to talk about anything specific. See you next time. Peace.